New season, new coach, same old Liverpool. Here are 5 talking points, 5 things we learned from the 2-2 draw from Liverpool versus Newcastle United. Just keep the number 3 point because this is very vital for the Liverpool season. And make sure you also do what you try to watch is to the last point, number 5 point, because this is the biggest positive from this game. Come with me. Number 1, with Liverpool still very, very poor in the defense line. Very, very poor. Even with the addition in the likes of Jeremy Jacquet or Ronald Araujo, Liverpool is still very poor in the defense. Why? It's very glaring why Liverpool is very porous in the defense. One of the major reasons why Liverpool is porous in the defense is because there is no defensive midfielder to help shield the defense from line-breaking passes or counter-attacks. Immediately, opposition teams are able to break free from their own half into Liverpool's half. There is nobody to stop them. You cannot pair Gravenberch and Szoboszlai together. These are 2 players who likes to bomb forward. And it's understandable because that's the way they play their games. So I think going forward, Liverpool actually need serious-minded and dogfighter defensive midfielder. This would have been nice if we could get players like Tchouaméni or probably even Camavinga or then I don't know why they didn't go for Palhinha, because Palhinha was one of the players who won the most tackles in Premier League when it comes to defensive midfielders. Number 2, fullback problem. I can't believe how Liverpool has fallen so low, going from the best fullbacks in the world in Robertson and Alexander-Arnold. These are players who were controlling games for Liverpool by pulling in the best of the best crosses, providing the best of the best assists, racking up number in assists, dragging assists to themselves to play to the 2 fullbacks who can't even cross to defend their lives. In the person of Kekes and Frimpong. Kekes can even still defend. I'll cut him some slack. His own problem is the fact that he cannot pull in the best of the best crosses that would actually benefit strikers. But for Frimpong, his own is even worse. He can't cross. The only thing Frimpong knows how to do is to run. I believe he should be able to improve. But then, if he's not trying to improve himself, then maybe he should be sent on loan and then try to relieve one or two loans. Maybe he can be a better player. But currently, in his current form, in his current state, he is nowhere near Liverpool's standard. Now, the number 3 I said is going to really shape Liverpool's season. Is really going to up Liverpool a lot is Cody Gakpo. I don't know, quite a lot of Liverpool fans do not really like Cody Gakpo, but I'm not one of them. I've never been a critic of Cody Gakpo because, take it or leave it, in this current Liverpool attack, Cody Gakpo is the most efficient Liverpool attacker currently. As in the most efficient. In that game, he was visibly the best player on the pitch. He was the best attacker on the pitch. He was, and the goal, he took his goal really, really well. That's a player full of confidence. Blame him, shout on him. He only has one way to go. I've never been a critic of Cody Gakpo, and I will never really be a critic of him. I don't really want him to go. Fine, he might bring a Bakula, but that stops you from letting Gakpo sit. Even if he doesn't sit on the bench, he actually plays in the number 10 role for Netherlands, and he gets go from that positions. So, and if the person who is supposed to play in the number 10 role is not performing really well, why not deploy him in the number 10 role and try to play in the number 10 role 1 or 2 games and see if it works. But I've never been really a big critic of him. I don't want him to go. I don't care what Liverpool fans are saying. This is a player I really, really like so much. I don't care. Fine, he has his misdeeds, but I really like him. On 4, Wirtz and Alexander Isak. Where do I start from? A lot of Liverpool fans are also shouting and a bit angry with Alexander Isak and Florian Wirtz. For Florian Wirtz, it's 100% visible why Liverpool fans are very angry with Florian Wirtz. But with Alexander Isak, why? Because he's a player that he needs supply to score goals, but the supplies are not coming in. I don't understand. I don't get the critique from Liverpool fans against Alexander Isak. He's a guy who is a good goal scorer, but he needs service to score goals, but then his services are not coming. The player who's supposed to service him the most of the ball in the player of Florian Wirtz, he himself is not doing any good. He's not currently. Florian is not the Florian we bought from Bayer Leverkusen at all. He's far off the cliff. He's nowhere near where we want him as at this moment. I want him I want him to prove doubters when I'm part of his doubters, and I want him to prove me wrong. I really, really want him to prove me wrong. But currently, he's not doing himself any good because, take it or leave it, this is a person who was brought in to help us create chances, help us open up low blocks, help us open up defenses, creative and line-breaking passes. And with the highlight I saw of him in Bundesliga, he's a very fantastic player, full of talent, But then in this Liverpool team, he does not understand himself. Probably because Liverpool are not playing to his strength. Maybe that's why it's not really performing. But this is number 5, which is the biggest positive in this game. The biggest of the biggest positive, Victor Munoz. We could see that immediately Victor was introduced into the game. We saw the way Lewis Hall held Ryungumoha. I can't blame Ryungumoha. That's not his preferred wind. The coach is just trying to see if he's going to be able to adapt to the way. But that is not his natural wind, right? And then when you brought on Victor Munoz, who has been playing in that position before, we could see the way he was very direct. He's fast and lightning quick. That is what we want. And then you could see, obviously, his trickery cost Newcastle the problems, and then getting Liverpool the penalty. So this is the biggest positive from this game. I'm so glad that Liverpool didn't pay much for him. So there is no much pressure on him like Florian or Alexander Isak or any of our new signings. So I believe this is a player that is going to really, really help us a lot in this season. And I hope he can really, really force his way into the press to level team. Because this is one of the biggest positive, or even one of the best positive of this game. And the bonus. See, let's forget the fact that Liverpool drew this game and then we're trying to hold on to the game. The fact that Liverpool were open to attack in and out game, gave me a big hope. Like, yeah, you're already deviating from the conservative kind of style of play we saw under Arne Slot. We are now, playing the chaotic football. I really like to see the chaotic football. I like to see players bobbing forward. Fine, we're open, no problem. But I know over time we're going to get better in that. And then I'm so glad that we are beginning to be concession. What do you think is the best? What are the thoughts concerning this game?